Welcome to episode 96 of Sharing Life Lessons. This is season 10. We are one spirit, one soul, one world, and together we are creating a library of stories and life lessons. I am your host, Hamidah, and I want to bring you stories because stories matter, stories inspire, stories teach, and stories heal. Nikola Tesla, the Serbian-American inventor and futurist, said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Again, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Season 10 of Sharing Life Lessons has been an accumulation of episodes in exactly these three topics. In episode number 91 and 92, Salima spoke to us about how to raise our vibration and remain there. And in this third part of this three-part series, she comes back as a guest to talk to us about how to measure our vibration. In the meantime, Amin Daya was a guest for episodes number 94 and 95. And his is a powerful two-part series on the power of thought. For those who are joining us for the first time today, I highly recommend that you first listen to episodes number 91 and 92 because this episode 96 is a true continuation of those two episodes. Serendipitously, this episode is also a natural continuation of the last two episodes on the power of thought. Many listeners wrote to me after number 92 telling me that they wanted to hear more from Salima, so as promised, here she is. Everyone, please join me again in welcoming Salima Balouchi. Salima, thank you for coming back to Sharing Life Lessons as a guest. We had you in the 10th season itself, and you talked to us so well about energy, about spirit guides, about the need to raise our vibration and how to raise our vibration. Welcome to this third episode where we are going to talk about where are you vibrationally. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back. It's great to be here.
Listeners, today we are going to talk about where are we vibrationally and how can we determine where we are vibrationally so that you can know where you want to go. It's like you're going on a journey. The only way to map a journey on your GPS is to tell your GPS your current location. And once you tell your GPS your current location and where you want to go, only then can the GPS map for you. Today, Salima is going to talk to us about that. Salima, start us off by telling us a little about yourself for those listeners who haven't listened to your previous episodes. And if you haven't listened to Salima's previous episodes, they're number 91 and 92. Please listen to them because this kind of is a continuation of that. It's kind of a sequel to that.
I am a homeopathic physician and an acupuncturist, but I have been an energy healer worker for a very, very long time. Just a briefing of the background that I explained before. I had the ability to tap into energy, to see spirit energy, to speak with spirit energy, and to develop that intuition or that intuitive side of me many years ago. Through that avenue, I came into the work of Reiki, theta healing, a subconscious breakthrough therapy, and various modalities of energy work and healing. Through meditations, I've been able to explore different levels, get different insights, which later on, as those that really embrace energy healing and energy will realize that you get a lot of answers, not just through external, not just through books, not just through what the next person says, but through your own meditation, through your own clairvoyancy, and through developing the strength and the power of that phenomenal tool called the subconscious mind.
I don't know where I heard this, but it says, when you are praying, you are talking to God or your soul or the universe, whatever you want to call it. But when you're meditating, it is the universe talking back to you.
Absolutely. And it's a beautiful way to connect because sometimes people think they have to be in this very strong energy of praying really feverishly and for hours and intently. And it's not like that. Meditation allows you to sit quietly and allows you to listen, allows you to observe, allows you to expand And basically, that is the time that you get the most breakthroughs and those epiphanies really come through. Those are the aha moments, is when you allow yourself to sit back and listen and observe. And so much information comes through, you'd be dumbfounded as to how you can learn.
Based on what you've said, there may be some people who are saying that, yeah, I get my epiphanies when I'm dreaming at night or through meditation. But when I come out of it, I don't remember them. Can you talk to that?
Absolutely. So when you are in dream state, and those that have vivid dreams, whether you remember them or you don't, and you kind of recollect that, oh, I've had a vivid dream, but I can't remember it, or those that remember it, it's a really clear indication that your psychic awareness is really functioning at a high level. If you remember it, jot it down. If you don't remember it, it's still the awareness that you've had a vivid dream is confirmation that your psychic awareness is very strong or in overdrive or really working hard. And if you are aware of that, that dream state or the symbols that were given to you in that dream state will actually come out in and around you. You will start to see those symbols portrayed externally of you, not just in dream state. So if you trust that, yes, my psychic awareness is working with me, my psychic awareness is strong, you'll start to see symbols and signs around you. But vivid dreams and state of dreams is just another extension of your psychic awareness.
Beautifully explained. Thank you for that. You're basically saying that even if you don't remember it, there will be nudges or some person telling you something or something showing up in front of you that was an extension of the dream.
Absolutely. Symbols, signs, numbers, certain animals, certain pictures, certain logos. And you'll just be like, that resonates. Almost like at times deja vu, but something that'll sink in and go, that resonates. And I think one of the things we have to honor as human beings is be in your resonation. What resonates with you always has a meaning and always goes deeper.
Nice, nice. Okay, Salima, back to vibrations. Tell us, why is it important to know where one is vibrationally? And also, how did you come about learning how to, if I may call it, measure your vibration?
Interestingly enough, because I've been doing this for so long, I realized that one of the commonalities that people have is how they feel around other people. So everybody has somebody in their life that when they're around them, they get exhausted. When they're with them, they get tired. When they're with them, they get energized. When they're with them, they feel happy. Um, this is very common knowledge. Everybody has it in their lives. Everybody knows somebody they can pinpoint and say, when I talk to that person, I'm totally exhausted and totally drained. And at the same token, they may have someone in their life where they feel totally energized and positive. About 4 or 5 years back is where I realized that energy has a vibration. Anything living can be measured. Science has known that for decades and generations and centuries, that anything that has a life has energy. Energy can be measured in so many different ways. We measure the energy around a plant, we measure the energy around animals or around any living object. So, with that knowledge of energy being able to be measured, in contemplation, I realized you must absolutely be able to measure human energy on a certain level. And this is where you come into this word of vibration. So when you think of vibration, you think of something that moves. Energy is constantly moving. When you can measure something as fast as the speed of light, for example, then you can measure something as a human vibration. And when I realized that there's different vibrations, different people have a different vibration, different people hold a different frequency, this is where I said, I need to kind of find a measurement. This was before I even picked up any book. It was only afterwards when I sat in contemplation that I said, okay, energy and vibration can be measured. And if we're among people of our same vibration and energy, we will be among our own tribe or people of like minds. That's not always a good thing, because if our like mindedness is narrow or negative, that's exactly what you're going to attract. That's when I realized that people will attract people of their like minds, whether that's high or low. So there had to be a way to see, okay, how do we higher that vibration? so that your vibe attracts your tribe.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Vibe attracts your tribe.
I also realized that if you take the very affluent or the very successful people around you or in the world, you see that they function on a certain vibration, they function on a certain frequency. That saying that they say the rich becomes richer. It's because their vibration resonates, their deserving resonates, and their frequency resonates with being affluent. So they attract that affluency.
Mm-hmm.
As you raise your vibration, as you raise your frequency, you raise your experiences, you open to greater experiences. And again, like attracts like. So if you're of a higher vibration, guess what? You're going to attract higher. If you're of a lower vibration, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to bring in, those lower vibrations, that heavier energy. So later on, I found out there are books out there, and believe me, I've not read one of them because I think that what I based it on and what has worked for me is what I found was comfortable in my knowledge of where I achieved through meditation, what felt like a good measurement. And I'm going to explain to you a few methods of measurement, but I'm going to explain to you where I found the measurement lay in. 0 to 300, if you want to scale it, 0 to 300 becomes a lower vibration. This is a heavy vibration, a despondent vibration, the vibration of negativity. 300 to 500, I realized, was where most human beings sit. It's the normal vibration, 300 to 500, 300 being lower of that normal, 500 being higher of that normal. So you'll find generally people fall into this category of 300 to 500. Above 500 is a stronger awareness of your higher self. It's a stronger awareness of your energy and a stronger sensitivity to your energy being where it is or wanting to be higher. Above 1,000 is usually an energy that is functioning at a good, strong, high vibration.
Okay.
And usually when you're functioning at that 1,000 or above, it's very difficult to come lower down. And those are the people that find it very difficult to associate and very rarely will associate with somebody in a 300 or a 200 or even a 400. But they will attract people of that higher vibration. And that's what we want to do. We want to raise our frequency, raise our vibration so that we actually attract those greater experiences, so that we attract those kind of people in our life that keep us energized.
So, Salima, going back to your vibe attracts tribe, are you saying that if any of us feel that we have amongst us people who drain us, who exhaust us, does that mean that we are at their vibration? We are at a lower vibration and therefore they are in our lives?
Not at all. In fact, it could be many things. It could be that you're around somebody that's of a totally different vibration simply because they need to evolve and aim higher to reach where you are and you need to help them. Or it could be a karmic connection that you are with somebody. And I don't want to use the word stuck with somebody because every stuck relationship has a lesson to be learned. Anybody you're involved with, and if they're of a lower vibration, it becomes our challenge and our experience to either help them rise to a higher frequency or vibration, or for us to learn the lessons we need to and learn to protect ourselves, but also rise even higher. At some point, there are certain relationships that you can't just get rid of. But as your vibration is higher, from what I've experienced and what I've seen around me, it filters. Those people either learn to deal at your level or they filter out. You're not even the one that has to leave. They just filter. You end up detaching, they end up detaching, or they catch up to you. So the idea is not to lower your vibration. It can happen very easily. Your vibration can be tapped into, it can be lowered. You can find yourself exhausted. You can find yourself going backwards. But if you're at a good enough level, and if you have the tips and tricks and the ability to shift yourself quickly when you recognize you're not feeling okay, you can pull yourself out of that very quickly.
That's actually a very encouraging message. And I want to reiterate this for the listeners, that in case you have people in your life, and many do, who you feel are draining you or they are bringing you down, as we say, that just doesn't mean that you are at their vibrational level. That just means, like Salima said, either you need to help them rise to your vibration, or at some point when you keep rising and they don't, they will filter out of your life. Salima, is that a good summary?
It is a great summary. And I just want to add to that an example that I really fall back on is if you've taken the trouble and if you've taken the effort to find the purest, cleanest water, you're not going to drink it out of a dirty glass. So it does filter. When you're aware of that purity, when you're aware of where you've reached, when you're aware of the cleanliness of what you've sought, great source of clean, pure water, you will always make sure the vessel is just as clean.
Okay, vibrational measurement. Tell us how that is done and how can we do that for ourselves?
So there's multiple ways, but I want to keep it as simple as possible because there are people who will use, for example, a pendulum to gauge where they are, and they can simply count, get into your own energy or the person's energy and be able to count through a pendulum. But not everybody's a pendulum user and not everybody takes to using that kind of a method. So I'm going to teach you a method that actually anybody can use to measure their vibration. So if you stand up straight and if you close your eyes with your hands to your side and allow your body to be in a natural rhythm or a natural sway, and ask your body what is your sway sign for a yes or positive energy. Allow for yourself to stand quietly and allow your body to move. Your body will either move back and forth or side to side, or sometimes in a circular motion. Allowing yourself to accept that that is your indication, you then start to count. So, for example, if your body is swaying back and forth, you count every time you go forward, count by 100. And your body will stop at your vibrational level.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So ask yourself, you can try it at any point. Close your eyes, stand up, hands to the side. Just ask your body to be in your vibration and to give you your vibrational energy. Take the sway, whether it's circular, whether it's back and forth, whether it's side to side, and then count every time it hits that point. If it's circular, every time you get to the front of that circle, that's 1. If it's forward and back, every time you hit forward, that's 1. And count. And keep counting till your body automatically stops, and that will give you the vibration. Now, the interesting thing about this is once you master doing that, you will actually be able to even tap into anyone else's energy and ask your body, give me the energy of this person. Is this person good for me? And give that yes or no. So this is the body sway test. This is allowing your body to be your natural rhythm, your natural balancer. You can use this method to find out whether your chakras are open or closed. You can use it to find out whether you resonate with someone's energy or don't. You can use it to help you measure a vibration and frequency for yourself or others. And this will help to guide you as to whether you should move forward or whether you should be aware of staying away. Eventually, what happens, which is phenomenal, is you can simply tap into your subconscious mind and say, give me the number of where I am from 1 to 100. And if you want to even close your eyes right now, the power of the subconscious mind is so phenomenal that if you ask your subconscious mind, give me the number of my vibration on a scale of 1 to 1,000, you will see a number pop up in your head. And that usually indicates the number or the vibration or the frequency where you're at. And if at the same token, as you strengthen that subconscious muscle, as you work with that subconscious power, you'll be able to say a name and you'll be able to know the vibration of the person you're actually thinking of. And it's a great indication of, do I want to go in that direction? Do I want to form relations with this person? Do I want to keep in close contact or do I want to keep my distance? Is this healthy for me? Is this not? And it becomes a really great way to improve your experiences, to attract the right people, to attract the right vibrations, to attract and manifest. When your vibe is high, when your frequency is high, you're in manifesting mode. Your deserving is higher, your manifesting is higher, your abilities are higher because your frequency is at a greater level. You're bringing in more.
Question then. Will I be getting different numbers on different days and different times of the day? Or will it just be somehow around that same number that I got before?
That's a fantastic question. And the answer is yes, you can easily get different numbers on different days because we wake up in different moods. We wake up having met different people. We wake up having gone into different experiences throughout our day. And then our experiences also shift our vibrations. But generally, if you can find where your happy, average, medium is and where your vibration generally is, you will know when you're off, and you will know that I need to pick myself up and bring myself back up to that vibration, or you'll know when something has affected your vibration. It's almost like finding your happy weight, or it's almost like finding your comfortable spot. When you know that that's your comfort zone, when you know that that's generally you're, for example, in a 7 or 800 vibration, then you'll know when that vibration feels lower, you will instinctively, automatically, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually feel like, oh no, it has dropped, or you'll know when it's elevated.
Maybe that's an exercise that everyone can do. When you are feeling low and down, do your vibrational measurement then, and then do it again when you're really ecstatic and really happy. That will tell you what your low vibrational number is, what your high vibrational number is, and which range are you vibrating at. Is that making sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense. And it's a great way to gauge, and it's a great way to enhance and improve. So it works hand in hand, and you'll find that you really absorb the energy you exuberate and the energy you attract. And that's the main thing, is the higher you vibrate, the higher the frequency, the greater the experience, the greater the people that you bring into your life. And does that mean you're not going to attract lower vibration? No, because don't we all want to be around success? Don't we all want to be around that? Of course you're going to attract that, because these are people who also want to evolve, and you will either help them to evolve, or they will filter again. So it's about keeping track of where you are. It's about taking responsibility for your vibration, taking responsibility for your frequency, and overall your experiences.
Great, Salima. I'm really excited about this information. For the listeners, I have never done this exercise for myself. I'm learning about this firsthand right now as you are. But Salima and I had decided that she is going to do a live demonstration of reading my vibration number. I'm open, whatever it is, it's okay. Let's do it. I'd love to know where I'm vibrating at, and I would love to let the listeners know that this is actually working.
Okay. I'm going to get into your energies. And at the same time, I'd like you on a subconscious level to get into your own energies, which I'm asking your subconscious mind to come forward. This is a safe space for your conscious mind to step aside. And when you look at a scale from 100 and upwards, get a feel for what that number is in your head that resonates with you. And I'm going to enter your energies to check your vibration. And Hamidah, I'm getting for your vibration between 900 and 1,000.
Okay, so for the listeners, I had my eyes closed. I really was tapping into my subconscious. I came up with a number of 700 to 800. So, Salima, that's in the vicinity. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. That resonates with me. And like you said, resonation is important. And both those numbers resonate with me. Thank you. This was a wonderful conversation, Salima. Is there any last message that you want to give to the listeners?
Yes, I would love for everyone to know that this is very much in your power to raise your vibration. And some of the ways to do that, if I may share, is keeping your thoughts very positive, grounding yourself. So walks in nature, connecting with nature, therapies such as Reiki, theta healing, various energy modalities, they all help in grounding whatever you resonate with, whatever you choose to do or feels good for you. Those modalities are all ways to add to your vibration, being among people that are of like mind. So if you want to raise your vibration, be among people of a higher vibration, and also just connecting with your higher self. Meditation will help to raise that vibration beautifully, and giving back, helping others, serving others, giving that little bit back boosts your vibration and your frequency. These are just a few basic ways that we as individuals can take responsibility for ourselves, for our emotions, for our frequencies, for our vibrations, to put us at our highest frequency and functioning at our optimum.
Salima, I am so glad that you mentioned about giving back. That in itself is the backbone of Sharing Life Lessons tagline, we are one spirit, one soul, one world. Salima, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being a wonderful guest. The information that you have given in the past 3 episodes have been super powerful. I am thankful.
Thank you for having me on, and it was a pleasure, and I'm humbled.
Listeners, per Nikola Tesla's quote in the beginning of this episode, I feel closer to understanding the secrets of the universe, and I hope you feel that way too. Thank you, Salima, for contributing to our knowledge of these secrets. As always, here are my key takeaways. 1. Meditation allows you to sit quietly and allows you to listen, to observe, to expand. And that is the time that you get the most breakthroughs. Those epiphanies and those aha moments really come through when you allow yourself to sit back and listen and observe while meditating. 2. Vivid dreams are a clear indication that your psychic awareness is really functioning at a high level. Even if you don't remember the message, the symbols that were given to you in the dream state will come out in and around you. 3. Energy and vibration can be measured. If we are among people of the same vibration and energy as ours, we will be among our own tribe. But that is not always a good thing, because if our like-mindedness is narrow or negative, that's exactly what we are going to attract. People will attract only those people whose energy vibrates at the same level as their own, whether that's high or low. 4. If anybody you are involved with is of a lower vibration, then it becomes our challenge and our experience to either help them rise to a higher frequency, or for us to learn the lessons we need and learn to protect ourselves, but also rise even higher. Once we rise higher, those people will either have to rise with us to match our vibration to truly become part of our tribe, or will have to filter out. 5. Salima gave us descriptions for a scale of vibration levels from 0 to 1000 plus. She also detailed for us the body sway test to measure our vibration level as well as to check if our chakras are open or closed. Salima said, we can also test other people's vibration levels with the same body sway test. This would guide us whether we want to form a relationship with the person or stay away. And lastly, if you do the test and if your result tells you that you're vibrating at a higher level, then you know that you're open to greater experiences, that you're in the manifesting mode. Your deserving is higher, your manifesting is higher, your abilities are higher because your frequency is at a greater level. So let's keep track of where we are and let's take full responsibility for our vibration, our frequency, our emotions, the tribe we attract, and our overall experiences. This brings us to the end of this episode. I will bring you another episode of Sharing Life Lessons next weekend. Until then, be happy, be safe, and be blessed.